The greatest trick the devil ever pulled wasn't convincing the world that it didn't exist, but actually, that it did. This is the little red person on your shoulder, guiding you toward misery. It's the voice inside that judges, blames, and pushes you toward lower urges, keeping you in a cycle of weakness. Let me tell you a story, one of the oldest ones ever written. It's the story of Adam and Eve, but with a twist. Adam and Eve lived in paradise, the Garden of Eden. Then, Eve disobeyed God and ate from the tree of knowledge. Adam ate too, and God banished them from paradise. Eve said that she was tricked by the serpent to eat from the forbidden apple. Now I want you to think about the serpent in this story. Think as if it wasn't just some external force. Imagine it was actually Eve's own mind, whispering doubt, tempting her to disobey. And when she gave in, she blamed an imaginary devil. That's when the parasite was born. Of course, this story is a metaphor, but it is exactly how we all create the parasite. Every time we fall into temptation, every time we fail to take responsibility for our sinful actions, the parasite grows stronger. This voice, the parasite, doesn't care about you. It's a survival mechanism for your weakness, created to keep you from facing the difficult truths of life and doing anything that can make you stronger or improve the quality of your life. It loves momentary pleasures that result in long-term misery. It exists to keep you in a cycle of self-doubt and fear, feeding off your inability to change. And it will tell you all the things not even your worst enemies would say. In fact, if your enemies knew what this voice speaks to you daily, they might give you a long hug. You look ugly. You are fat. You will fail. Just one piece of cake, it won't hurt. We don't have to start exercising today. We can start on Monday. Are you going to let them be right? It's just a kiss. It's not cheating. The parasite attaches itself to every temptation you face, pushing you to take the easy route. And when you make excuses or lie to avoid responsibility, the parasite grows stronger. The more you listen to this voice, the harder it becomes to break free. It convinces you that there's always a way to avoid the hard work, a way to blame someone else for your failures. The parasite thrives on your inability to act, offering comforting excuses. But here's the truth. The parasite is a tool. Its name is the parasite because it doesn't have a voice on its own. It speaks for its host, and its host at the moment is human weakness. Every time you feed its host, the parasite becomes more powerful. So how do we conquer the parasite? You must face your weaknesses head on, acknowledge the excuses, the lies, the temptations. Don't blame the devil, the serpent, or anyone else. Instead, take responsibility, build discipline, and take action even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. Every day you have a chance to vote. Are you going to make choices out of weakness or out of strength? Each vote matters. Most of us, all our life, we have been voting for our weakness. Now we need to catch up with our strength. Every choice matters, no matter how small. How to get rid of the parasite? The answer is in the question. R-I-D, responsibility, integrity, discipline. Until you accept that everything in your life is your responsibility, you will blame imaginary devils that you create in order to avoid facing your imperfections. Until you have the integrity to be brutally honest with yourself and face your imperfections and the discipline to work on them, you will never be able to transform your weakness into strength. But when you have all three, when you transform your weakness into strength, the parasite will change its host, and it will become a voice for your strength. It will become your greatest supporter in life.